Hello everyone and welcome to Makeup Monday. Today is the 1st and there is no tomfoolery in this video despite it being April Fool's Day, but it is the first day and the first Monday of March simultaneously. April simultaneously. And we are just going to go over what I consider a overlooked but slightly touched on beauty thing, and that is products that I have purchased more than 10 times. I think this is imperative to go over because with all the new and, addressing all the new and shopping your stash, loving what you have has been a thing with a lot of beauty YouTubers on the platform lately. But that kind of led me into thinking about products that I have had that I have repurchased more than 10 times. And that's an important thing to address because there's so much new, so much reviews, and I want to try that, liking things that are trendy, new fashion, new seasons that are coming up. And so we try a whole bunch of stuff. We are bombarded and barraged with so much new and the temptation to try new things all the time that sometimes we don't pay attention to the stuff that we actually must have on us, the things that we must indulge in on a regular basis. If we run out, we repurchase them. Sometimes they are considered necessities, which some of the things in this video, I think most people will consider them generally categorically necessities. And then there's some things that are pure desire and want. And we can just get into that. So these are things that I have purchased myself repeatedly over the years, despite all the new, despite the trends and the fashion and the massing products that have happened. These are the things that I continuously spend my money on, and that is an important part of the YouTube beauty community. Is what is it that I keep repurchasing, that I keep spending my hard-earned money on, despite all the new things that come out, despite all the new stores and brands and already established brands' product lines. What are those things that my money continuously gets spent on? Because there's a lot of things that are cool that are new, but we also should address the things that are tried and true. And there's not a much better testament to repurchasing the same product more than 10 times, because with a lot of things in the beauty world, you just don't get that, because you don't buy the same hairbrush 10 times. You might buy a hairbrush once or twice throughout your lifetime, but we usually wait until they're either lost or broken before we buy them. We don't often buy the same lipstick or blush color or eyeshadow over and over more than 10 times. We might repurchase them, but we don't get to do it 10 times. Because those products last a long time. We have varieties of colors and we don't wear the same look. Most of us don't wear the same look every single day. So products just don't get used up frequently over the years, bronzers and powder things particularly, that we have the need to repurchase those same colors or items 10 times over. Most of the time, there are always exceptions. And so here are my tried and true repurchased 10 time items that I'm going to share with you today. And the first one is one that you see almost every month, I believe, and that's my empties videos. And that's my clear scalp and hair, the 24/7 total care, because I don't have artificial colored hair. I repurchased these ever since these came out in 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. I have continuously been extremely loyal to these. I've had a couple months where I've changed out the shampoo out of convenience or gotten a different conditioner out of convenience, but I continue to spend my money on this product because it does what I need to do. It's good for my hair, my hairstyle. It lasts a long time. I have a lot of hair, a lot of thick hair that I have to attend to, and that does the job the most efficiently with the most bang for my buck without causing me all sorts of dilemmas that shampoos can sometimes cause. Yay me! Or yay clear. Sticking in the, we'll stick with the hair trend here. This is the original Maintain Detangler. I have purchased this so many times, obviously more than 10 times, because over the years, if you've seen my channel for a while, I know it hasn't been recently. I haven't been wearing my wigs recently. But I own 20-something wigs. I think it's 20 or 21 wigs. And I use this on my wigs as well as my real hair because it's the best at being cost efficient, lasting a long time. But even with that, over the years, I continue to use that particular detangler. In the body department, this is the Neutrogena Body Clear Body Wash. I've recently said that I bought a knockoff version that had grapefruit and little scrubby beads in it. That was less expensive. Continue to go back to this. This has salicylic acid in it and some other off ingredients. But this is the best for when my body decides that it's going to explode. You might be able to tell I don't have any makeup on, and I just finished girl time, that I need a way to keep my body clear as well, and this does an amazing job. And it's a relatively small bottle compared to other bottles that you could get, but I think it's worth it to repurchase on a regular basis. Then I have two kinds of toothpaste. This is the Crest White 3D White, and this is the Colgate Optic White. I really like both of these. I support both of these. If you want to know, I tend to prefer the Optic White flavors just because I feel like I don't get as bad of morning breath when I use this as opposed to this. But I think both of them are good for their price. I think both of them are good at whitening your teeth as well as keeping them clean. My dentist has never complained or suggested that I switch my regular toothpaste, even though he never gives me those in the little packets. But again, constant repurchase. On a more beauty front, that sounds like I'm being attacking, isn't it? On the beauty front, not a front. This is the acetone remover from Onyx Professionals. This is a very large bottle. This is 473 milliliters or 16 fluid ounces. That's quite a bit of nail polish remover, and you may notice that I am not a person who keeps my nails painted very often. I go through phases of my nails must be painted and my nails just aren't going to be painted. But despite that, I still go through this and keep purchasing it over the years. I know that there are acetone controversies, but the internet's full of controversies. I just don't think no matter what anybody or any product ever does, they will never be able to escape internet controversy. But this takes it off quickly. Glitter, gel nail polish, anything like that, it's able to remove it without a lot of pain. And you know, if you're worried about drying out your skin, make sure you keep some lotion nearby. It hasn't been a problem for me, especially not enough to change over from what it is. Not to mention you can do cool science experiments with it, like disintegrating packing peanuts into a goo. This is the Veet 3-in-1 face cream hair removal kit. This is what I use to take care of unwanted facial hair. in the usual culprit areas, chin, side of the lips, things of that nature. Because despite whatever progressive movement is happening on the internet this week, I just don't want hair there. And it gets dark, so I remove it. And this is what I like to use because it doesn't break me out. It doesn't, it gets rid of the hair very quickly. It stays away for a decent amount of time. I'm going to keep purchasing that. It's just how it is. Another kind of skincare things here. We got some face masks. The first one I want to talk about, I don't have the package with me. I already threw it away in the last empties, but it's the Say Yes to Tomatoes acne mask. Best mask for acne that I've used. Love it, love it, love it. Or as far as sheet masks go, I've raved about it. It's in a ton of empties videos. I'm sure you can find a clickable about it somewhere on my channel. The Freeman Feeling Beautiful Polishing Charcoal and Black Sugar Mask, specifically the little satchel, because I have yet to find it in a big tube. This is a Freeman Feeling Beautiful Avocado and Oatmeal Mask. This is one of the first masks I ever used in my life when I was in middle school, and I continue to repurchase this even in the large tube. I would get this in the big tube. I just can't find it. It heats up when it gets on your face. You can feel it heating up. The polishing scrub, the little sugar scrubs, do such an amazing job exfoliating. It's a great prep to quickly wipe off your face or to go on with a thicker clay mask. I just think it's wonderful. This clay mask, it is the classic green teal mask that's going to pull your face off, and don't plan to go anywhere for 2 or 3 days post using this unless you keep up with your skin with your clay mask regularly, because it will pull everything to the surface of your skin. Then we have the Purifying Clay Mask from Soei. This is one of the most luxurious masks I've ever used. I've repurchased this multiple times. I buy it 2 to 4 at a time, depending on how much I budgeted for face masks on that particular shopping trip. Absolutely love it. The Biore Original Deep Cleaning Pore Strips. I know, again, there's controversies about it breaking your capillaries, but this takes the stuff that, if you have the face masks as well, those are really nice, the little face strips, pulling out unsightly blackheads from around your face to help really minimize pores, to help reduce, because you use a face mask to pull all the stuff to the surface, and then this takes it off so you don't have that terrible, next day face mask. Oh, you used a face mask face. We know that face. This helps. Don't use, follow the directions. Don't use them too closely together, and you should be fine. If you are a particularly sensitive skinned person, then you can avoid it. But for the normal average person, don't use 2 of them or 3 of them back to back, and separate the days in which you use them, and you should be just fine. Then the last thing that I am going to be talking about is an actual makeup product, and that is the Physicians Formula 2-in-1 Eye Booster Liquid Eyeliner. In Ultra Black or Black Noir, there's 2 kind of colors. I've never been able to tell the difference in the blacks myself for this particular eyeliner. But I love the tip, I love the handle, I love the ease of being able to do dots, be able to do stripes, strips, and this is the only black liquid liner that I use. And it's because it's the best one. It's waterproof. It lasts all day. It resists when I'm crying, and I'm a person who's prone to crying, especially during any kind of media thing. Watch a MatPat video, Game Theory, I'm crying. Watching something on Netflix, reading a book, crying. This survives that. and I continue to buy this particular eyeliner. I've probably purchased this 20 times because I use it so much. Since it's the only one I usually have on hand, I use it a lot, especially during Halloween. I go through about 2 of these in the month of October. And so that is what I've been spending my money on multiple times, despite all the new things, the new products that get exposed. I don't think anyone should be surprised that I don't have a blush or an eyeshadow color that I've repurchased 10 times. I change my mascara on a fairly regular basis. Same thing for foundation and moisturizers and eye creams. I'm very disloyal to all of those things. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that this was a bit of a learning experience, eye-opener. Make yourself look at the things that you've been using and that you're willing to spend your money on, and tell me what you're willing to spend your money on 10 times plus. And I will see you for FCA Friday, maybe. Depends on how insane my work schedule goes this week. And I will see you for Makeup Monday. Bye. And quick note, I would like to say that I'm sorry about my voice in and out and weirdness, sounding like I have a frog in my throat. I've been coughing all day. I'm not sick anymore. I just can't seem to kick this very raspy and throatal cough that I have. All right. Bye for real this time. I'm actually leaving.